Hi everyone, this is Mary Blue Angel with Intertwine today, and this is a visual novel entry for Otome Jam 2023, and it deals with Red Strings of Fate. So for those of you not familiar, Red Strings of Fate is kind of this myth or legend that there is for everyone on the planet. There is a red string of fate that connects you and your soulmate, and we can't see them because obviously if we did, I think it'd be a lot easier to find people that we're meant to be with. So this visual novel deals with that theme, and I'm just very excited to get into it. I love the title, screen colors, and kind of like the small like animations happening on screen with the little sparkles happening. So let's just get into it. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I do, because I have been looking forward to it ever since I learned that this was going to be a Otome Jam entry this year. So let's figure out what's gonna go on. There's voice acting, I believe. I don't know if it's full or partial, but we'll see. Ooh. Welcome to your new phone. My name is Alexis, and I will be assisting you with setting everything up. In order for me to assist you best, it would be helpful for me to know how to refer to you. Ooh. I guess I'll be Marie here. Ooh, I like this color. Marie. It seems you go by Marie. Yes. Oh, I like that we can change our mind. This can't be changed later. Yes. I like I'm a penguin. It is a pleasure to meet you, Marie. What are my pronouns? She, her. Oh, I like this for setting up. Okay. Ooh, I gotta choose an avatar. Oh my god. I wanna be Pachoko. Pachoko is me. These are all cute though. Oh, cute. I'm cute. Oh my god, I'm Pachoko. Yes. My melody being like a little pat pat. Thank you. Oh. Wait, don't take him away. Take who away? This Marie. Then it's like, oh. His hand was yanked from mine, and the comforting warmth of his hold was replaced by a lonely chill. I rushed to the guards, desperate to keep him by my side, but they shoved me away, and I fell to the rough, cold prison floor. No! The jagged stone ground scraped against me as I ran to the guards again, but I was too slow, and the cell door clanged shut. I pulled on the iron bars, willing them to open, but like the guards, they held no response to my cries. With no other choice, I watched my love get dragged away. He yelled something back, but our growing distance muddled his words. As the silhouette faded into the shadows, a piece of me was stolen from him. Or with him. It was a nightmare. Ooh, I really also, side note, I love this. Like the text interface. I love these colors, they're so pretty. Sweat clung to my shirt. Air entered my lungs in short bursts. My chest ached with emptiness. The feeling of loss lingered in my body. I had never experienced a dream so real. As I slowly came to, my breathing steadied and my heart rate slowed. I fell back against my pillow. What was that? I tried to fall asleep, to no avail. Memories of the dream tugged at me until morning. I groaned groggily in the cafe. After last night's stream, the remainder of my sleep had been restless, and I found myself in extra need of my morning coffee. Alvarez. The quiet rustle of bed sheets as the morning sun filtered through thin curtains. Raku. The loneliness of a shadowy forest in the midst of a thundering storm. Vaughn. Oh. The lingering warmth of someone's hand once clutched in mine. Since I was born, I've had a condition doctors call synesthesia. Yeah. Usually, people with this condition perceive multiple senses together, like seeing colors when they listen to music. Mine seems to be a particularly rare form, where I feel names. Huh, that's interesting. Some names are soft and gentle, while others are harsh and demanding. When I was younger, it was distracting, but as I've grown older, I've gotten used to the sensations. Marie. Oh. After hearing my name, I went to retrieve my order. But as I reached for my coffee, someone else's hand almost ran into mine. Ah.
Sorry.
This is a hot person. Anyways, sorry. Good manners, okay. Oh, I love the earring. Oh, the character design. Oh, the tattoo. More multiple tattoos. No, that was my bad. I wasn't looking at where I was going. My drinks just... I tried to grab my order, but our hands kept threatening to collide as we fumbled for our drinks. Sorry, Mine's...
You go first.
Polite. Thanks. Now that the threat of either of us running into each other was gone, we easily retrieved our drinks.
How many people does it take to pick up a single coffee?
Fun. Normally, I'd say one, but it seems today I stand corrected.
Maybe I'm an exception then.
Not a wink.
And have a good day.
Okay, you too. I walked towards the cafe exit, but a familiar face popped into view once again.
Here, I got it.
He held the door open. I murmured my thanks and walked into the morning streets. The bookstore is having a sale today. I should still have some time before going to work. There were a couple of books I'd wanted to pick up, and Asher's birthday was coming up. He really likes photography books, but I don't even know which ones are good. Or maybe an art book? Didn't he mention that recent Studio Ghibli movie that he liked? I noticed the man from the cafe walking nearby. Again? He's not following me, is he? As our eyes met, he glanced away as if unsure before walking faster. I slowed my own pace, relieved of the growing distance between us. He seemed spooked too. Looks like he's not following me. I guess it was just a coincidence. Wow, my mindset would be like, wow, I think you're attractive. We're next to each other. Maybe we should talk to each other. Maybe we'll go to the same bookstore. Oh. But as I continued towards the bookstore, I realized it now seemed like I was the one following him. With each turn onto a different street, my footsteps mirrored his, and inevitably, his uncertainty turned into outright wariness. Jeez. With one last turn onto a different street, he stopped and waited for me to catch up. Listen, I'm not following you. I ended up blurting that out. Hopefully that doesn't make me look more suspicious. So this isn't... You're not a fan. A fan of what? What do you do? Fan? Why would I be a fan? Never mind. If you aren't following me, then why haven't I been able to shake you for the past 10 blocks? I'm trying to catch this book sale before work today. At the bookstore on 16th and Central. Yes, there. That's a coincidence. I was heading there too. Oh, I guess that explains why we haven't been able to shake each other. Either that, or fate. Both of us seemed to relax at this revelation. Then, should we walk together? Instead of one of us trailing behind the other. You're super flirty. I don't know. The latter sounds awfully tempting. Didn't get your fix after the past 10 blocks. Well, I've come this far. Might as well commit, right? He laughed and turned as we headed to the bookstore together. By the way, got a name I can call you? You didn't happen to pick it up at the coffee shop? Can't say I did. What a shame. Next time, I'll pay better attention to the names they call out. I'm glad you learned your lesson. It's Marie, by the way. Nice. Name's fun. So what are you trying to pick up at the sale? Just a couple of photography books. Usually they're expensive, but this one is one of the few occasions when they get discounted. Photography. Is it a hobby of yours, or do you just like the books? You could say it's a hobby, but I like the books as an inspiration for my own works. Wow, works. Sounds like you take your hobby seriously then. Just a little. And you, what are you eyeing for the sale? Actually, funny you should ask. I'm in the market for some photography book recommendations. It's for a friend of mine. Another coincidence. Lucky you ran into me then. It is fate. What is that? As we entered the bookstore, the smell of pressed paper and dried ink surrounded us. I like this bookstore. Come on, I can show you my favorites. Bun led us to the photography section and scanned the shelves before expertly picking out a few choice selections. Is this friend of yours into books for pictures or tips? I think pictures. Got it. Let's see. Vaughn sifted through the punch and laid 3 medium-sized books on the table. One showed a black and white still of a woman, another a blooming flower field, and the last one a looming skyscraper over a busy street. If we're talking pure aesthetics, these are some of the most underrated in my opinion. I peered at the image of blossoming wildflowers decorating a vast field, framed by a towering mountain top. A simple one-worded title in geometric text read, Keyframes. This one's pretty. As I flipped through the book, dreamy landscapes depicting majestic mountain ranges, serene starry nights, and bubbling creeks called out to me. Fun nodded as he observed me. A lot of people like landscapes. Makes sense. Appreciation for nature. The idea that you can see the picture in real life. All that jazz. Yeah, I'd love to visit any of these places. Especially this one. I pointed to a picture of a... I feel like like a riverside would be nice. Either mountain or like flower fields would be nice. Also, like, again, the colors. That's so pretty. Probably the riverside. I hope you make it out there one day. In this lifetime, bad chance. Never say never. I smiled at the thought and continued going through the images. I really like this book. He seems to know what he's talking about. So, have you always been a photography book connoisseur, or did that come after picking up photography? After. When I first got into photography, I just took pictures of whatever I liked. Now I try to be more thoughtful about how I approach my process. It's not just about what I'm capturing, but also how I'm capturing it. What do you mean, how? Anyone can take a picture, but everyone's approach differs. The way they capture composition, lighting, colors, even their choice of subject. My style may not be the same, but I take inspiration from all types of photos: editorial, landscape, still life. I tried to study the elements he had just discussed on the book's cover. So, the subject of this picture is the flower field, and the composition, Vaughn chuckled before leaning over me. A faint earthy smell of pine followed him. The landscape pictures are unique compared to editorial or still life pictures. Let me show you. He pointed to the woman in the editorial photo as he illustrated his points. Our fingers brushed against each other. Oh. Vaughn jolted back, causing the book to slip from my hands and fall to the floor. Oh. Sorry. It's alright. He got really shocked from just a light touch. After returning the book to me and regaining his composure, Vaughn cleared his throat and pointed to the 2 books. This, he seemed more careful of any accidental physical contact. See how in this photo, there's just one woman in a blank background. Yeah. But in the landscape picture, the flower field is framed against the sky, clouds, and mountains. Yeah, there's more going on. Exactly. That kind of background wouldn't work in this image of the woman, right? Or it wouldn't have the same effect. So that choice is what you try to study. Right. So, even if you don't take the same type of pictures, analyzing the thought process can still inspire you. Looks like he put a lot of thought into his art. How long have you been doing this? Photography? I'd say 8 years. But I've been an artist for longer. Oh. What kind of other art do you do? I started with drawing, but painting was my main medium until I switched to photography. And you haven't looked back since? I haven't gotten the chance to. Oh, it was thunderstorming. Shoot. I rushed to the window where the sound of pelting rain, the sound of rain pelting the building mixed with rumbling thunder. No. I dragged my hand down my face, cursing the fact I didn't bring an umbrella with me. Everything okay? I like how the light changed to reflect that. That's so nice. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to get to work in this rain. If you don't have an umbrella, I have a poncho you can use. I always carry one because of my camera. You want to borrow it? Oh, fun. I couldn't ask you to do that. You're not asking. I'm offering. I don't mind. I can always buy another one. But what about you, this thunderstorm? I'll wait it out, don't worry. I think you need this more than me. He pulled out a foldable poncho and handed it to me. Oh, my handsome stranger, being so kind and helpful. I love to see it. Thank you. The sound of the storm grew louder. Rain came down harder by the second. I'm going to be late at this rate. In that case, I really need to get going. Sorry, Vun. It was nice meeting you, though. I turned, upset I couldn't get the books I wanted after all. Oh, wait. His hand grabbed my wrist, lingering there for a moment before releasing me. Sorry, I don't want to make you late. Absolutely. But is it cool if I give you my number? Girl, I'm answering for you. I know we just met, but... Oh, sure, here. I handed my phone to Vaughn. He smiled as quickly as he entered his number before returning it to me. Testing, testing. Lol. We're both with Choco. That's so cute. Hear you loud and clear. There we go. Nice. Now I'll actually let you go. Wouldn't want you to be late for work. As he throws me a wink. Huh. Might be too late for that, but it's alright. Well, say sorry to your boss for me. I'm sure she'll appreciate it, but bye, Vaughn. See you later. See you, Marie. Oh, it is raining. I heard from the store a notification from my phone from whom I could only assume was my coworker. I'm coming. As I pulled my phone out, I saw the message was actually from Vaughn. By the way, I can get the book you were looking at. I couldn't make you do that. Well, I'm offering. Besides, me rambling about photography is why you didn't have time to buy the books in the first place. It's the least I can do. Do you normally buy books for strangers you just met? And give them your poncho? Not normally. So I'm an exception. You could say that. Fine, I'll take you up on it. Then I can return your poncho too. Oh, that's so cute. Oh my god, I love this. I rushed to work, arriving a few minutes late, but at least not soaking wet on top of that. And done. I made the last changes needed to the business proposal and logged off for the day. Geez, so much work, I haven't been able to catch a break. As I sorted through my messages, I noticed a missed one from Vaughn. Just bought your book. Let me know when you want to pick it up. Actually, just finished work if you're free tonight. Get to see you again already. Have you had enough of me for one day? I'd say it's the opposite. I have plans tonight, though. So I wouldn't be able to treat you to a full-fledged date unless you're willing to wait until late. I'll be at this address if you want to pick it up later today. Just let me know. I can swing by. I have time. Plus, it's Friday, so lucky for you, I have a late curfew. Oh, lol. Definitely seems to be my lucky day. Oh my god, this is so cute. See you soon. See you soon. Absolutely, I'm dying right now. I'm like trying to keep myself from not like absolutely squealing. Like, this is so freaking cute. Guys, stop. I love it. I love this so much. Okay, so he's at an art gallery. Rows of pictures, highlighted with fluorescent spotlights, hung from a lofty ceiling. My footsteps echoed against the smooth wooden floor as I observed the various collections on display. I slowed to a stall at a set of grayscale images. The crowd on the platform insisted on shoving her in different directions. Each touch was uncomfortable but purely accidental until it wasn't. She looked at the person who bumped into her, and they were already walking away. Do I know you? Heather. She reached for him desperately as he finally collapsed under the floorboards with a weak grunt. The deal is done, he whispered. She sobbed and rushed to close the distance between them. There is a circle of life. From birth to death to decay, to the feeding the living. There is life beyond the rot that provides energy from new growth. Oh, wow. Each image portrayed something different, but there was a clear theme woven into each of the pieces. A sense of fate. A chance encounter. The inevitable turn of time. The devastation of destined tragedy. My chest tightened at the collection. Marie, you made it. I turned to Vaughn, approaching me with an excited grin on his face. Hey, Vaughn. You should have mentioned you would be at an art exhibit. Some people would say this is the perfect date spot. Here. Well, I guess that's true, but considering this is my exhibit, it'd probably be a bit pretentious taking my date here. Your exhibit? Wait. This entire collection is yours? Vaughn let out a bashful laugh as he rubbed the back of his neck. Now you're being shy. Yeah. What do you think? It's beautiful. You undersold how much of a photographer you are. I felt a slight heat on my cheeks remembering our first meeting. I asked him if he did photography as a hobby, and here he is with an entire public exhibit. At my compliment, Vaughn relaxed in relief. His eyes sparkled warmly at me. Glad you like it. Come with me. I have your book. Is it okay to give it to me now? Aren't you busy with whatever artists do at their own exhibits? It's fine. It won't take long. Throws another wink. That's like the fourth wink I've seen. He led me to the back door of the gallery, and we entered a small studio room.
Just a second. It's right here.
Mm-hmm. He emptied a satchel onto one of the tables, the photography book, along with some brushes, an eraser, and a medium-sized canvas slid out. On the canvas were two figures reaching for one another. It echoed the collection on display in the exhibit, and yet something about this specific image tugged at me. What's this? Vaughn's eyes followed my gaze to the painting.
Oh, just a piece I've been working on for a while, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Remember how I used to draw and paint?
Yes, you did tell me. Uh-huh. Then you got into photography.
Right. Well, I've always had this feeling inside of me. It's the whole reason I got into art. It's hard to describe, but it's like I'm being pulled to something. Or I'm searching for it.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you could call it my purpose.
I love that.
I've been trying to capture it all my life. For a while I thought I could, with photography, but it's never been right.
Is that why this looks familiar or similar to the photos outside? You're trying to draw the feeling?
Yeah, basically. I thought if I created it myself with my own two hands, it would stop gnawing at me.
Oh, I wasn't sure if I could relate to Vaughn's dilemma, this feeling of needing to create something, but it never coming out quite right. But it sounded frustrating. I'm sorry to hear that. It's a beautiful piece, though.
Thanks. It's driving me crazy. I feel like I'm so close, but it's still missing something.
That is true. Also, side note, Vaughn's lips just kind of they turn up at the corner. It's so cute. I love that. When I see that on people, I'm like, you are genetically blessed. Lovely. But that is That does sound frustrating. Getting to the topic at hand. Do you mind if I see it? He nodded and I picked up the canvas. A grayscale painting where two figures seemed to be ripped from one another. It was beautiful, with a haunting sense of loss. My chest ached with an eerie emptiness, a longing. Something about it felt familiar. Something about it reminded me of last night's dream.
I know, it's a more depressing piece.
No, it's not. I mean, I feel like I've lost something when I look at it, but it's not in a negative way. It just felt familiar is all. Sorry for that awkward silence. Probably not the kind of reaction an artist is looking for.
All good. It's similar to the photographs outside, so it makes sense if it looks familiar.
But it also reminds me of a dream I had.
Really? What was it about?
Oh, nothing too profound. Just one of those dreams where you're in love with a random stranger. We're not ready to be that vulnerable yet, understandably, Marie. No way am I going to tell him I actually felt heartbroken over it. He's going to think I'm so dramatic. I do see what you mean, though, about it missing something.
Right? Feels like I've thought about everything, but I just don't know what it needs.
He was right. I could tell there were so many rich emotions in the piece. Grief, devastation, heartbreak. And yet, it needed more. I thought back to last night's dream, how, if I was actually in that position, I would give anything to be reunited with the person ripped from me. How desperately I would cling to the hope that we would be together again. I almost wanted to have a happy ending, like they'll still be together. Maybe not now, but one day. I know that goes against the whole point of the current piece, though. God, this man's gorgeous. But look at the CG. It looks so good. Vaughn searched through his pile of brushes before pulling out with a thin bristle. With unbelievable focus, he dipped his brush in paint and leaned towards the painting. After a steady breath, he added a pop of color to the canvas with one smooth stroke. He continued adding small details here and there before finally leaning back. I didn't dare utter a word, afraid I'd break his concentration. When he finished, a red string connected the two people. It's a small touch, and yet the piece felt more whole. Tragic that they were inextricably tied, but were being separated, and yet endlessly romantic that the string wasn't broken. Perhaps one day, they would meet once again.
Like that?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was it. It's so simple, but I can't believe I'd never thought to tie them together. Especially with this feeling that I was being pulled to create this. Thank you. Without you...
I barely did anything. I was just thinking out loud.
Still, you helped me complete it. I've been chasing this idea for years, and after one day with you, I'm starting to think fate sent you to be my muse.
Oh, did fate do that? Oh, no, not the cheesy artist pickup line.
It's a no-go, huh?
Try again.
I'll save myself the embarrassment, but thank you. Honestly, I've been stuck on this piece for literally my entire life. Anyways, I'll stop boring you with my art nonsense. I have to wrap up the exhibit, but it should be over soon. Then the real date begins.
Okay, sounds good. They're so cute. I love it. I explored the rest of the art exhibit with a greater appreciation now that I knew Vaughn was the artist behind the creations. Oh, this one's nice too. Marie, sorry for the wait. It's no problem. I've just been appreciating the pictures. You don't have to lie for my sake. I wasn't. I actually like your art. I never would have been able to enjoy this if it weren't running into you. I'm glad fate sent me to be your muse. Oh my god, the blushing. Don't remind me of that corny line. I can't believe I actually said that. Already regretting it. Depends. Did it work? I'm gonna say it because I'm gonna say yes, Ops. There's no way I'm not saying.
Hell yeah, it did.
I hate to admit it that I liked it. Wow, so you like that kind of stuff. I'll make sure to keep that in mind. I can't wait to hear all of the artist pickup lines you come up with. Don't know if I'll be able to top the Muse one, but I'll try not to disappoint you. It's like the 6th, 7th wink I've seen. I love it. Vaughn offered his arm to me. I took it as he led us from the exhibit. So did you happen to plan anything for our date tonight amidst all the exhibit chaos? I think you're making the exhibit out to be bigger than it was. I do have an idea. Tonight, there's a meteor shower that I wanted to check out. Want to come? Oh, yes, let's go. Where are we going? Ooh. I will say stranger danger, just, first and foremost, but here we are. Bun drove us to a mountain overlook where glimmering stars speckled the midnight blue sky. This looks absolutely amazing.
Looks like it hasn't started yet. Perfect.
We exited the car. The starry night hung over us, the city spanned below us. Even without the shooting stars, it was a scene to behold. Pretty. My words faded with a yawn.
Are you tired? We can go.
I mean, I'd probably just be yawning, but I want to see this. No, it's alright. We just got here. Besides, I want to see the stars. I'm just a little tired. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. Had the craziest dream.
Really? Must have been something else to make you lose sleep like that.
I can't whistle. I never had anything like it, actually. Flashes of the dream, the cold prison walls, the harsh guards, the desperation in my voice resurfaced, and with them, the tightening in my chest returned. I just remember I was in some kind of prison cell with someone, and they got taken away from me. After that, the last thing I remember is this really intense heartbreak. Like I'd lost a part of myself. It's weird. I don't even know the other person. I can't even remember their name. But for some reason, I don't think I'll ever forget them. The way they made me feel. Sorry. I didn't mean to be a downer. Like I said, it was a crazy dream. Haha. Ha 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 ha. I swear I'm not usually this dramatic over my dreams.
No, don't worry. That's not it.
He shifted his weight between his feet as if uncertain. Did you also have a similar dream?
In fact, it's the opposite. I get it.
Do you?
I've had a dream like that too.
Really?
Yeah, I don't tell people about it anymore. Stopped trying after the first couple of crazy stares I got. Not sure how many details match, but when I was younger I had a similar dream. Prison cell, got yanked away from someone, your standard stuff. I mean, the dream itself was generic enough, but the loss I felt afterwards was so strong. I still remember it to this day. It inspired that piece I showed you. The one you helped me finish today.
Oh, the painting.
Yep.
Oh. You mentioned that feeling being an inspiration for all your works. Does that mean your exhibit today, too?
Got a sharp memory, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's right. The dream is the feeling I've been trying to recreate in all my pieces.
Maybe that's why I connected to so many of your pieces, and why I could help you complete the painting. Aren't you lucky? I had the same dream right before stumbling into you today.
I told you, didn't I? Fate sent you to be my muse.
You say that to all your dates?
Have to say, this is a first.
Mm-hmm. I chuckled and shook my head. Still, to think we had the same dream. What are the chances? Wait, don't take him away. Marie. This is... Look, that's him. Ooh, cry, cry, cry. His hand was yanked from mine, and the comforting warmth of his hold was replaced by a lonely chill. By the way, got a name I can call you. You didn't happen to pick it up at the coffee shop? Can't say I did. What a shame. Next time, I'll pay better attention to the names they call out. I'm glad you learned your lesson. It's Marie, by the way. Nice. Name's Vaughn. The lingering warmth of someone's hand once clenched in mine. Do you want to hear another crazy coincidence?
You have more? I'm gonna start thinking you're making them up.
I just have fun stories. Actually, not really. Well, I will say this one's harder to believe. In my dream, one of the last things I remembered was the feeling of someone's hand in my
I
own.
thought the last thing you remembered was heartbreak.
The last physical thing I remember.
Got it. What about it?
When we met, I got a similar feeling.
You did? What do you mean?
Well, I have synesthesia. Synesthesia. When I hear people's names, I also feel physical sensations, like the tickle of a whisper against my cheek. Things like that. Usually I don't pay too much attention to it, but now that I think about it, the feeling I got when you told me your name was just like the one from my dream. The lingering warmth of someone's hand once clutched in mine. I laughed nervously. Connecting all of these dots were starting to make me feel like a conspiracy theorist. It sounds like I'm making it up when I say it out loud, but some coincidence, right?
Coincidence or fate? You ever experienced that sensation before?
That specific one. Not that I can remember, actually.
Do you want to hear my own crazy coincidence?
Uh-huh. Make me feel a little less crazy. Oh no, not you too. Oh my god, it's so pretty. Look at this ambiance. Uh-huh.
I have a condition like yours.
You do?
When I touch someone for the first time, I get this feeling like deja vu.
Really?
You know when you meet someone, but they feel so familiar, it's like you knew them in a past life?
Yes.
It's like that. With you, though, it was much more visceral.
Uh-huh.
I felt like I'd found someone I'd been searching for.
With the blushing. So, the subject of this picture is the flower field. In the composition. Bun chuckled before leaning over me. A faint, earthy smell of pine followed him. Landscape pictures are unique compared to editorial or still life pictures. Let me show you. He pointed to the woman in the editorial photo as he illustrated his points. Our fingers brushed against each other. Fun jolted back, causing the book to slip from my hands and fall to the floor. Sorry. It's alright. He got really shocked from just a light touch. Is that why he reacted like that? Fun rubbed the back of his neck and turned towards the outlook. He let out a rueful laugh.
It sounds like another cheesy pickup line, but I swear it's more than that. In fact, I didn't want to tell you. Thought you'd get creeped out.
I mean, that's fair, but it seems to me, as an outside person in all of this, that this is fate.
But I can't help but feel like the universe keeps sending me these signs that I was meant to run into you.
I rushed to the guards, desperate to keep him by my side, but they shoved me away, and I fell to the rough, cold prison floor. No! The jagged stone ground scraped against me as I ran to the guards again, but I was too slow, and the cell door clanged shut. I pulled the iron bars, willing them to open, but like the guards, they held no response to my cries. With no other choice, I watched my love get dragged away. Fun! Fun. Was that? Is he?
Oh, looks like the show started. At 11:11 too.
The universe wants you to be together. The universe is like, oh, sorry guys. You guys need to be together now.
Make the wish of your life.
Bun pulled out his camera, shifting his attention to the starry paths being traced in the night sky. I tried to slow my racing heart as I focused on the meteor shower. But I couldn't stop thinking about the dream. About Bun. If he's the one from my dream, what does this mean? Is it just chance, or is it something deeper? Coincidence or fate?
Make your wish already?
Oh, not yet.
Well, better hurry before you miss your chance.
I tried to come up with a wish, but my mind kept returning to last night's dream. The desperation to be with that person again. Yvonne is the one from my dream. I wish that one day I'll be able to make it to the riverside from that book earlier today. With fun.
Pretty sure you're not supposed to tell anyone your wish. Otherwise it won't come true.
Did I say that out loud? Oops. Pretend you didn't hear it then.
Hear what?
Perfect. What about you? Did you make a wish?
Sure did.
Hmm?
It's a secret though. Can't afford to jinx it.
I'm gonna cry. Legitimately. Oh my god. If Marie is the one from my dream.
I hope the universe always pulls us together.
I'm about to cry right now, for real. Do you think I should begin to believe that there is some truth to resurrection? Did we in our previous life woo one another, or is this just deja vu? Kiran Prasad.